Well, there you go. We've seen 2/3 of the Citizens Budget Committee meetings, and they have been mostly mind-numbing presentations shattered by questions about things the presenter would rather not talk about. Very much like every fifth grade field trip to an art museum. Coming to you live from Masons on Main. If you don't have any friends, come on down to Masons on Main. Our food will be your friend. Masons on Main. All right, it's Jim Falkenstein here with some more Jimformation for you. Get ready for part 3 of our 3-part series, the Ashland Citizens Budget Committee meeting, a.k.a. What's wrong with these people? All right, let's wrap this up. We start day 3, hoping to finish things up and vote to present the budget recommendations to the City Council where they can change anything. But honestly, they will probably just approve everything because who are we kidding? Citizens aren't making any serious proposals or changes. It's just council versus city staff. More proposals? More hallway threats? More misunderstanding of the process? My money is a big yes on all 3. All right, let's start with public forum. The 5G guy is back. He says, I hate the new ambulance fee. However, so many new ambulance calls are because COVID is still out there. And most ambulance calls are for, get ready, COVID vaccine poisoning. The COVID vaccine has been slowly poisoning people. 5G guy, you're actually sounding credible for a couple of meetings in a row there. And then finance director Marian said, so you guys all voted for a $1.4 million add to the parks spending and a $5 fee agreed upon by council. So we did the math on the $5 fee and it came to $1.5 million. And then this guy goes, well, let's only give $1.4 million to parks, but still recommend the $5 fee. So if it gets $1.5 million, the extra money goes to that Childcare Grant you guys were all whining about. And then this guy, so he says, I'm against this fee completely. Parks needs better to manage better. All right. And then this one goes, he goes, I move to increase the parks budget by $1.4 million. All accepted, all agreed, except for fee hater. And then they talked about getting cheaper insurance and PERS. And the city said they're constantly checking for better policies and restructuring. And all the questioners said, good. I asked a good question. Good for you. Again, good for me. And then to the Childcare Grant. Without being able to see what the committee packages were, the committee started asking questions based on what they got from city staff, and it implied that Sabrina, Cotta, and Marian had given them mostly options for cutting money from homeless shelter or cutting a couple of specific employees in order to pay for this $240,000 child care grant. And so Sabrina and Cotta and Marian responded to questions like butthurt crybabies. So butthurt crybabies would say, okay, fine, I guess screw the homeless, I guess. Is that what you're saying? I guess, or fire everybody. I guess you know better than us. We're just stupid all of a sudden, I guess, whatever. The butthurt, it was a butthurt response. And then, and continuing. And then this guy, he goes, look, we have contingency funds and overestimates on salary, and the extra $100,000 in our parks recommendations. So with all that, we have money for this child care grant. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's that big. And there's look, but Marian finance director says, but my accounting and my contingency pad and my finance friends agree with me, and my precious numbers are more important than your stupid child care. And then and this one says, can we do this without pulling from the reserves? And Sabrina Cotta, the city manager, goes, this would be precedent setting. I don't recommend it. I mean, I made this budget, and I cut this child care grant, and I didn't budget to use the Bank of Ashland Savings Fund to pay for poor person's child care. Child care isn't in my budget. And then this one said, Duquesne, she goes, this is important, and we are here to shake it up and to serve the people of Ashland. And then Marian the finance director, goes, she's still, they're fighting, man, they're fighting. She goes, also the OpenGov software, can't handle the changes like this. So we'd have to do it manually. We'd have to manually input if you changed it like this. My new software, which I bragged was such a smart investment, can't handle these changes. However, cutting from the homeless and community grants would work great with my software. So the committee guy goes, so can we just say add $240,000 in childcare grants and take that from the reserves, knowing that the city council can take some money from different places instead if they want? And city manager goes, yes. And so moved. It was approved 11-1. Guess who we didn't approve it? This guy, for some dumb technical reason. Good God. And then the committee lady says, she goes, hey, I recommend the council create a minimum reserve policy. That was all approved. And she goes, hey, I also recommend that the council convene this budget committee in 1 year to just, talk about stuff, I guess. And they all said, I love that idea. And I said, who are these people? They aren't normal people. And it was all approved. And then someone moved to send the budget to a council, and it was all approved except for fee hater Duquesne. She goes like, no, hate it. She goes, this one says, where is she? She goes, the giant WIFIA loan isn't approved yet, and then so much of the budget depends on that, so I don't approve. So everyone, it all passed, everyone to one. And then remember, that's a 2-year budget of $372 million, almost $190 million per year. And city staff fought against $120,000 per year for child care grants. And then they approved up to $418 million in property taxes for the next 2 years and said, we need more property taxes. And I believe that in the halls of the state government in Salem, when people ask, why is there a cap on property taxes? Everyone says, well, look at Ashland. Nothing is ever their fault. It's always property taxes' fault. They have $250,000 Zamboni for one bike lane and solar-powered garbage cans, for God's sake. Okay, that's it. Now the budget goes to the city council, and this has been Jim Falkenstein with the end of my 3-part Jimformation Citizens, I put citizens in quote, budget committee meeting, saying you're welcome, and I'm sorry.